Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. We are here with more country swing dance tutorials for you. We've got a couple more moves coming up, little variations of each other. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, but before we get started, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so that you know when we post and so that we can keep making these tutorials.
And never miss another tutorial.
Yeah.
Let's get started. Today we have two moves for you. They're kind of the same but slightly different variations. This first one is actually probably one of my favorite moves, and it's just because I don't see a lot of other people doing it very much. So what we're going to do is we are going to take the lady, and this entrance into this, maybe I'll teach both entrances because that might be helpful to some people if they don't like the first one. So you can get into this two ways. One, you can take your partner and turn them into a cuddle, and then spin them out of the cuddle. If you don't know the cuddle, you should probably go watch our other videos. You should spin them out of the cuddle, and then as they keep going, you keep turning them. Her right hand becomes behind her back to here, okay? This is the position you need to get in. I like to get into it a different way. So usually I'll be coming out of like a basic move, right? And as we're pulling back here, I'm going to pull her to my right with both hands, and then I'm going to take my left hand down low and up high as she spins around to here. Okay, so we ended up in the same spot. I just skipped the whole cuddle part. All right, so from the top, when you go to spin her, she should be traveling across your body, and she'll end up on that side by the time she's done with that spin. So you're pulling both hands here to the right, and then you're taking your left hand up over her head and your right hand back behind her back to here. Now from here, I'm going to place her hand up on my neck. And guys, if you are significantly taller than the person that you are leading, you're going to have to squat down a little bit so that her arm can actually travel over the top of your shoulder. Otherwise, it will have to go through your shoulder and it doesn't work as good. So you can squat down like this, and I'm just going to take my right hand and push Shalee around my body so that she's traveling around. And as she's traveling around, I'm just going to turn a little bit to face her. Okay, so she's kind of gone around half a time, and I've turned the other direction to over my left shoulder to face her. Once I get here, her hand should still be up on my neck. I'm going to take my right hand and stick it on her arm, and I'm going to push it and tell her to spin over her right shoulder, okay? Now, as she's doing that, I'm also going to spin over my left shoulder. So this hand comes through here, pushes her, she spins over her right, I spin over my left, and I turn and I catch this hand, okay? Let's try to do it a little quicker. So both hands come to the right, spin up over her head, push her on the back, she spins around, I turn over my left shoulder, then I push and spin and catch that left hand. From here, you can do whatever you want. I typically do what Gran always does, and I turn her across her face into just like a normal, back to the basics type swing. You can do whatever you want from there. You're just gonna end up with a left hand here, so you can go into whatever move you want. And while I'm not talking, I just want to show you one more time so you can kind of feel the flow of it and the way that you should be turning as she's turning and stuff, so that it's one, you really want it to be one fluid, continuous motion. So we're pulling here to the catch. But you're not supposed to lose balance like I did on my spin. Move number two starts almost the exact same way that that one does. I start it pulling my partner to the right, and I'm turning the left hand up over the head, okay? However, this is a variation of the move that I've added in to keep my partner on their toes and force them to actually think about what I'm asking them to do and not just guess what I'm asking them to do. So it's basically the same move, it's the same entrance into that move, except for I've changed the ending. So what happens is you pull your partner to the right just like before, and you turn them up over their head, their left hand, and start to spin them. Now, here is the tricky part. As she's spinning out, I take my left hand and I'm going to escape the move by exiting this hole right here. So this arm, I'm gonna turn and go underneath this arm. So I've got my arm kind of arching over my head, and I'm gonna come underneath this arm back to like what a basic is here, okay? And that's it. So all I've done is started it the same way, where she's like, oh, this is what we're doing. And then all of a sudden I disappear and she's like, what just happened? We're back to the beginning, right? So here we go again. I turn her left hand up over the head as my right arm comes behind her back. And while she's facing the other way, I'm going to turn to my left underneath my arm to escape the move to here, where we're just back to the basics. We can turn across her face, collect the lady, and continue on however else you want. We're going to show you one more time so that you can see kind of the flow, just like the other one, the flow of what it looks like kind of full speed without me talking. So take your partner. I'm going to do a single basic before we start this. I really like that one. I think it's kind of fun. Allows you to keep your partner on the toes and not just start guessing the moves that you're going to be doing. Switch it up. You never know what they're going to do. Guys, I love those dance moves, so don't forget to use them, trick your partner, keep them on their toes. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe,
hit the bell, and always
keep dancing.